What's up, guys? Welcome back to the ESL Weekly Cup number 4. I'm Sireph, and that is not Sean Buell. That's Jebro, guys. What's up, man?
This is indeed Jebro.
Yeah, man. Unfortunately, I don't have your accurate information.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the ESL Weekly Cup number 4. I'm Sireph, and that is...
There we go. Let's mute that. How did that get unmuted? Anyway, so everyone's actually here in the game, man. Let's go ahead and jump into it. See what we can glean from these guys as we go into this.
Glean.
I
like that phrase. Is that an American thing?
It means to figure out or to like discover via information that is present in front of you.
Right, sweet. I'll just go with look at.
Alright, let's look at these guys. So, we've seen some interesting stuff here. Xerix has changed his character, so he's really the only one that we're going to take an in-depth look at as we go into this. He's gone to a different Mesmer. He's running Runes of Lissa, Sword, and Staff with the Berserker's Amulet, Berserker's Jewel. Stats to 20-20-30. This is extremely interesting.
I'm looking at his utilities, mate.
Yeah, man.
I don't know.
Is he messing with us?
This guy knows a lot. I mean, this guy right here. This team is full of very knowledgeable fellas. I tell you this for nothing, and they will come out with. This is the kind of thing I've been talking about recently. Guys who have got the balls to try completely new stuff, and they'll do it to a point where they play together and they know each other's specs. And these guys don't believe in meta. They've got some meta specs in there. And bits, but you know what? These guys, you got to watch out for these fellas. They're gonna give Carried a real run for their money tonight.
This is gonna be really interesting. So you know a little bit about Eclipse. Why don't you tell us some history of them, or like what they're sort of like?
I don't know massive. I've only got to know him the last couple of weeks, just really through Xerix. And I mean, he's got a lot of builds. I mean, I know he personally plays a lot of different classes, and the same with these guys as well. And they have been playing a lot together. They play a lot of solo queue as well. It's very. These guys are intense. Just watch these team fights, you'll see.
All right. So right off the bat, who gets carried hard? Sending Nia, who is back on Spirit Ranger, all the way over to try and cross, but immediately getting cut off by the Illusionary Swordsman. And it looks like Jindavik's going to get up on point, and he's going to be joined by Mini Snowball from Eclipse. Nia's having a tough time even getting to the point where she wants to get aggression. Meanwhile, over in mid, man, we have Fake Gloves getting on point. Milo is there as well. He dropped that line of warding earlier to try and do something, not able to complete the pass there. And we will see sort of a ramped up aggression from Eclipse as Xerix and Forsaker join the fray, man.
Yeah, Forsaker did well there. Just got in just to making sure that that's contested still. They're doing really good at swapping in and out of the points, and then Xerix has just come in on the left side as well, and you got squares in. So they did the Ranger in the first crossover from Carried didn't get onto mine quick enough just to help, and now I think they're being outnumbered in mid. And it's a 2-on-2 at the moment. Mesmer's gone back via a portal as well, so...
Xerix is actually going to try and put some aggression on Henge, man, and he's being caught out by Squares and Misha and that. So Xerix needs to kind of get out of there, get back to mid where his teammates are, and that's where Shad is, and who's back on Thief. It's where Snowball has just gone down. Forsaker's trying to get some help there, but Shad drops the Shadow Refuge. Milo drops, gets the stomp off on Snowball right before Shad drops, however, and it looks like Fake Gloves dropped tried to res the Snowball, but unfortunately that popped his shield of absorption on a fully dead character, which is not ever what you want to do. Xerix though,
not massively useful.
Yeah.
They're playing on the back point. Well, Xerix is anyway. I can't believe he's still alive, to be honest. I thought he would have gone down by now. We left him with about 5k HP, but he's doing well when he had all his cooldowns off. So he did well to get where he did, to be honest.
Yeah, man, he did just get dropped there, and we'll have to see if Milo goes in to try and do some damage, or if he'll let him attempt to bleed out there. Meanwhile, elsewhere on the map, we will see that Snowball went over to Mine. He's dealing with Nia and also Shad here, but Jindavik is coming in to support. Grenades coming out here, going to throw those flashbangs out. Let's go in with Jindavik as he tries to get some aggression up. There's the shield coming back out. I think that's the static shield or magnetic shield. It's definitely static shield going out there. But looks like Shad he throws out that steel, the whirlwind over there. Lots and lots of damage coming out here. But Snowball and Jindavik above half health each. Naya not looking so good. All of our spirits are out except for the Spirit of Nature Renewal. So this fight is going to continue, and pretty much everyone's going to get blinded, lightning struck, pretty much everything here going into this fight. And there's another whirlwind going down.
And Jin's doing very well on that point. He was at 100% HP consistently there until he just got outnumbered on the point. Naya's just taking him down there, unfortunately, on mine. They got a bit separated around mine actually, and unfortunately because of that, they lost a bit of focus, and a couple of them are now going down. It looks like they could get wiped around the map as Fake is on.
Yeah, that looks like exactly what's gonna happen. Fake's trying to get the decap off of mid, but I don't think Misha's gonna let that happen. Really dominant stuff coming out from Who Gets Carried Hard. They're just like they're wrecking these kids, man. There's 209 to 43. They're gonna try and send Jindovic over to Henge, but you know Milo and Squares both see this coming out like from across the map. They both peel off, and they're gonna try and get in here. There's also a portal here, so Misha can just drop his the other side of his portal and come back and try and get some stuff done. But I don't think he sees that as necessary.
They need to. I'm just looking at the map now. Red need to get back together and regroup. They're losing the plot here. If they don't, I mean, the 250 to 50 almost. I don't even know if they got 50 yet. Nope. There you go. Xerix and Jin. They're now regrouping, and hopefully, yeah, 3 of them. They're gonna go for Henge. So they're regrouping now. They're gonna get some focus on this point, get this point, and then move out from there. That's all you can really do in this situation, to be honest.
Yeah, man. So Xerix is in company. They really want to put a concerted effort over here on Henge. He drops the portal exit. He's going to try and do something here. Even if he has to kind of back out and do another portal play again, it's kind of worth it for him. So what's he trying to do? He's getting trained down now by Shad. Not able to have a little bit, as much rather, of survivability as he would like against the Thieves, but he does have the invis. He does pop that as he goes back into the fight, kind of portals around just to get those illusions out. Gonna use that for damage as well as they go in on Shad. And now Milo's down here as well, looking pretty good for Eclipse here on this point, but Milo gets straight back up with an illusion.
Yeah, they do. It just be good. I'm just seeing this team fight. I mean, hopefully we can see them actually take this. Eclipse, I think they can. I mean, they're outnumbered him in different degrees, and now Melee's just gone down on the point as well. I mean, I think Eclipse maybe had a bit. I didn't watch the last match they were in. Not sure how much of a good run they had on the way here, but this is a different level of team. I mean, when I was complimenting Eclipse, would not take anything away from Carried. These guys are an awesome
these guys
team.
are so strong. Look at the performance they're able to put in. It's worth noting that Snowball tried to get the cap. He did get the decap off on mid, but Naya's over here to try and deal with him. Naya is going to get a lot of just... He's being extremely annoying for him. Meanwhile, over here, we are seeing a huge fight between Misha Thinhat, and it looks like I think it's Forsaker over here. Yep, Forsaker does go down, so he is dropped over here. Let's go in with him as he tries to... he's not going to survive this stomp, unfortunately for him. Jindovic having a tough time over here on Henge, not able to get the caps off, but Xerix, very smartly so, going over to mine, grabbing the cap, and now they have the only capture point going in to about the 9-minute mark on this game, man. Indeed.
I mean, they've done... This is what we're seeing more in these fights. I mean, these guys, they're losing by 30 points, and they're still coming into the fights, and they're still playing, and they're still in it. You know, they're still giving us a good show here. It's the final, so they want to show off their skills. And next map, we can see something happen. Don't count them out yet. Still got 100 points to play, but it is a very pretty much a vertical.
Yeah, man.
From here for the Blues.
What's worth noting is that Naya actually is running Sword Axe. I didn't see that off the first bat, and then I saw the whirlwind go off there, and that's pretty interesting. That double portal going off here in the midpoint, as we will see a massive aggression coming out here. But also, it's worth noting that Who Gets Carried Hard, they're pretty much everywhere on the map. They have Misha dealing with Xerix, and in this fight, you know, Xerix is actually up in health. We'll have to see if that will translate over to up in skills as well. We do see that also at the same time Squares is going after Chieftain, trying to just seal the deal and end this game. It's 413 to 91. What a dominant showing for the side of Who Gets Carried Hard here, man.
Yeah, really. I mean, I think Eclipse just want to get this out of the way, regroup themselves, get some focus in, and see how they're going to go in the next match. And I think we'll see a bit of a change, hopefully, and difference here. I was looking at Naya's Ranger spec as well. I'm very interested by that choice of weapons. I don't know.
It's the standard Spirit Ranger, just with sword and axe, which is really interesting.
Just the axe, yeah.
We'll have to ask people what that's about, but they will take this game. Look, it's a palindrome. It's 105 to 501. What a sick game. That's pretty awesome.
That was the thing you picked out of the match.
Yeah, man. You had a game like that takes skill. And you let your opponent get exactly the amount of like points that you think you're going to get.
That's pretty much the way they were going, I reckon.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I was just looking at his range spec, but the thing is, the runes on his gear, they're built for the torch, for burning, and for. I mean, I might have to. I don't know. He seemed to be doing well with it, so I won't.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna knock him for experimenting and having fun with this. And they're up one game in a best of 3 series.
You should give us. You should come onto Skype and tell us why. I want to know now. We should just ask him. Let's do that. It's interesting. It's very interesting. I mean, it's got the AoE. It's got the retaliation, vulnerability maybe. Just a bit of extra damage, really. I mean, don't know. It's good. He's doing well. He's doing well on his play. So.
Yep. So this is gonna be pretty sick going into this next game. Let's see who's readied up right about now. It looks like they're still waiting on. So they have Forsaker, they have Jindovic, they have Snowball, they have Fake Gloves. Who's left? That is. This is gonna be sick. Regardless, though, waiting on that 5 to come in here, waiting on to get back into the Legacy of the Faux Fire. This could be tournament point for who gets carried hard. They're pretty sick here. They've been
Xerix.
It's Xerix. They're pretty dominant. They've been dominant throughout the tournament. So
these guys are always dominant whenever we see them. I mean, they're top-notch team. I would have liked to have seen Cheese Mode this week as well. Get them back. These guys are. I don't see a weakness. I mean, when I watch these guys play, I mean, I don't know. I haven't watched the other matches tonight, but I'm not sure. Is there a weakness in this team that people can see? I mean, they're so strong.
The weakness has historically been Cheese Mode. Cheese Mode, extremely strong. So yeah, they have been sort of the thorn in who gets carried hard side. Whenever they play, they've been able to take them down pretty handily. So it's interesting to say the least, the dynamic between the teams here, and just how they interact. Especially, I really like what I see from the side of Eclipse. I just wish that they just need to kind of allocate their resources better, I think, to come back in this series. With Xerix being so mobile, and also I don't know exactly what the other strengths of that build is. I think it's probably going to rely on the shatters and just the straight up damage from it, if I'm not mistaken. I want to see him sort of. What's up?
He's changed to Ranger now.
Oh, he has. Wow. How did I know? I was actually on him, talking about him as Mesmer. Ah, wow. Anyway, so yeah, he has changed to Ranger.
He's only literally just changed. Yes, that's the dagger. He's the full on, the full on regular spec now. Yeah. Yeah. He's got it. Xerix. Selling out, mate. I'm gonna have to talk to you about this afterwards.
He's hungry for the win. I can't fault him for that, man. That is.
He can't. They need some stability in this team at the moment, and that was a good way to go, probably.
Yeah, man. So they're gonna go ahead. They're actually gonna send 4 home. This is really interesting, unless they break off here and go and send some back to the home. What is sort of going on with Forsaker and the squad here from Eclipse?
They've actually anticipated that really well, because who gets carried hard have sent 3 over to their home, over to Red's home. So they've actually this. That's a great counter.
Yeah, they definitely called this correctly. They don't really care about, as long as they have someone denying the middle point, they don't really care about their opponent's home point as much. They just want to defend their own home with as much force as possible, and that's exactly what they're doing. Milo's really the only blue player over here on Quarry, and he's going to get taken down very soon. He's got no heals, no utilities, and he's also popped his elite. It's just a matter of time until the Snowball gets on him.
the only thing they did wrong there that Eclipse could probably learn from in the future is they did have a 3-on-1 situation for a good 15-20 seconds. One of them should have pulled out into mid to help Fake, who's potentially going down here. He did get the res in the mid, but they needed to just look at that situation. I mean, there's a difference in the teams. I mean, who gets carried hard? They saw that they weren't going to be able to take the Reds close, and they just pulled away and went to keep, left one guy to tank it for a bit. And they're not actually switching mid-round. Red are actually doing pretty well in the mid.
So Fake Gloves got Bassett down pretty effectively there, and it was immediately taken down, but so is Misha Thin Hat, who Xerxes is trying to chase down here. He was trying to res himself, but even Shad gets up to try and res him, but he's going to just... Look at him. Shad got dropped immediately. Misha's going to get killed off by DPS pretty soon, and now Shad is going to be trying to get res by Squares, but will Xerxes allow that to happen is the question, and Xerxes is just... oh my god, Forsaker. Such a great play here from all the sides. Forsaker's about 7k health, dropping. He is so desperately trying to get to his teammates, and here comes Xerxes to try and res. Spirit of Nature Renewal, no! Not quite able to do it. He almost got it, and just a second too late for Forsaker there, but the rest of his team is over here in mid, doing a decent job. It's 61 points to 48, but there's no capture points for the side of who gets carried hard. Eclipse, they're showing, okay, we've reset. We can adapt to this game here, man. And Jindovic playing home against Misha Thin Hat. I love that play there.
That was a nice little fight on the mid. I mean, that was really good. And Forsaker did really, really, really well. Oh, and we see Cute go down. He just went down on the mid there. It just missed that little tiny down. I just as I went to Quarry to have a look. That was actually Xerxes just went down there as the Ranger. Must have lost all his spirits there, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think he had him pretty much all on cooldown, still trying to recover from trying to save his teammate and wasn't quite able to do so. At Fake Loves, he's going to try and throw down all of his skills and just survive, not quite able to do so. Here's Shad with the Stomp as well, and they're all going to port over to Quarry. Wow, who gets carried hard is going hard on Quarry, man. They're just going to nuke down Forsaker. Here comes Jindovic to try and do something, but his AoE cannot save him now, cannot save his teammate Forsaker, because there's a Stomp. There's Xerxes trying to do something, but the numbers favor who gets carried hard innumerably right now on this point. And it's 109 to 82 though. Of course, as we say that they are probably going to lose this point, they have the 2 capture points. They have pretty much everything. It's the survivability of their composition and of their players is pretty on point because they've been able to stay alive for this long.
They did just lose another player there, but look, they've just got another red back in, so Fake's in. And I mean, I don't know, there is a bit of fighting going down on Waterfall and on Quarry. Mini Snowball did just go down at Waterfall, so Naya's going to get that point. So you're going to see a little bit of a switch now as to 2 to blue to 1 to red. I think this is going to be a constant at the moment. I think mid's going to be pretty much just one teams, and then the 2 points are going to be the fights on the outside. I mean, to be honest, that was a really smart move by who gets carried hard with the port onto Quarry. I've not really seen that play before. That was quite good.
That was a really good play. Unfortunately for Xerxes, he's about to get stomped through by Squares, and that will just hammer him through. Fake Loves gets Moa'd, is burning, and pretty much everything is going wrong in his day right now. He's going to get chased down by Shad, and Squares coming in, dropping the fire right on top of him, and they're just going to run right past him. Shad coming in for the stomp just to add insult to injury. It looks like Forsaker, he's having a little bit of a tough time as well. Forsaker's in that plague form, trying to do some work on Quarry. Just stay there and keep Shad from getting some points off. Now, this is the only point that is actually capturing for anyone right now. So they still are up. They're up about 30 points. They have 30 points of play, and they just got Waterfall. There's just Jindovic is trying to do some work over in mid, but he's getting taken down. Nia coming in for the stomp. Spirit of Nature Renewal is there. Yes! Spirit of Nature Renewal does come in, does res for his teammates, and now Snowball is coming in on mid as well. So it doesn't matter if they lose this Quarry point because they are so dominant in the mid and over on Waterfall. They've got a pretty nice bank rolling up now.
Yeah, I mean, who gets carried hard are not keeping hold of their points at the moment. They're losing that back cap, and that is the really frustrating thing, because especially with carried, because they're normally quite aware of their points, but because they seem to be spread very far, and now they've only got their close point of the red, so they need to back up their only point that they're getting and potentially hit mid. If they go for their close point, in my opinion, a bit of a mistake at the moment. They need to try and play a bit more together, try and outnumber the other guys, try and get a wipe going. It looks like they're going to get the mid potentially here. We've just got mini snowball on the mid. I'm not sure I fancy his chances on the midpoint at the moment.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to stall for time there as his teammates are going and putting some aggression in on Quarry. That's Xerix, Jindovic, and Forsaker going in here on Milo and Shad. But here comes Misha Thin Hat as well, going to pull off and just kind of switch places with his teammates here as they trying to do something here. They're trying to flip this point. They're trying to get mid as well. I really like what's going on from both sides here, but I would like to see probably Fake Loves come and join Mini Snowball and just help, because they can see when, or at least get up on the edge above and help. But over here we're seeing Milo kind of being dominant on Quarry as everyone comes back into the middle point, and that is very good for actually who gets carried hard, because they can snowball and they can take a fight in mid. They can take a team fight for that.
That's it. I mean, we're just flipping back to Waterfall now. Naya's going back to Waterfall, but Fake is just pushing over as well. And then Misha. See, that's good. That was good by who gets carried hard. They've kind of spread from the far point now. They're going back towards their area. They're trying to get mid and trying to get back their close. And I think they could do it because Jin and Fake are kind of spaced out, and Fake's gone off the point as well to support. But he's doing well to just put a little bit of action in there, just kind of retreat back a bit. He doesn't want to lose the point because that's the only points they've got, and they're doing extremely well to keep 1 point and just keep those points ticking over. Like you said, really good play from these guys at the moment. They've got, you can tell they've got a lot more stability in their team now, a lot more holding power, really.
That's right, man. But Jindovic and Xerix both get stumped out, like pretty much one after the other. Who gets carried hard, rolling the mid fight in their favor. Snowball goes down and will get dropped as well. And so now the only people who are alive are Fake Loves, who's on their home, or on the far rather, and Forsaker is trying to get their home back from Milo on their side. He's having a hugely tough time dealing with this Guardian here, and it's just like a matter of time until he gets them condied down. But it's at the same time he's had to pop his own heal. He's got pretty much no death strat left. He's in this play form, and now he's 2v1ing. So this is super hard for him.
He's got the NG coming in now. He needed another one. He needed the Warrior to come into the quarry. I know they've got their far point at the moment, but need to see some support on their close as well to get that secured. If they get that Guardian down, they can then go over to the other point and potentially take that, because they've still got their bunker on that point.
Yeah,
they get the bunker down at close. That's really, really good. But
they're definitely losing the 2-cap situation here. We will see who gets carried hard coming back. Look at this.
Oh,
the gap is closing. It's 299 to 310, and the gap is going to start favoring who gets carried hard momentarily. If they don't flip a point, if they don't get the kills they need, they can have this game easily slip away from them. And you know, we were playing this sort of like Eclipse was very far ahead. Now they've lost that lead. Check this out. They don't even have that own waterfall point back, and now who gets carried hard is back in the lead. 321 to 318. And they'll start coming back. Jindovic is down. Nia trying to go in for the stomp, but Fake comes in. Resolute Healer pops him back, and now they're going to go in one more time. Will it go through? Yes, it will. Jindovic gets stomped in the mid.
Come on, boys. You need to get this 350. I want to see a Lord Rush. Come on. Let's get back in this. They just need to regroup. They need to regroup.
Over on Waterfall, man. This is gonna be a 3-cap soon, dude. So Squares, Squares actually get stomped out on Xerix. Snowball is gonna get taken down very soon as well. And unfortunately, his team has not been able to snowball pretty much anything here, man. Like
I like that. That was good.
It's been. I don't know. Milo is over in Quarry having a 3v1, but unfortunately, we will see that people from Eclipse are coming in here. Now it's going to be a 3v3. It's going to be interesting to see what sort of comes out of here, but Red Team doesn't. Red Team gets the Newt off, I think. If I'm not, yeah, they do Newt off Quarry, and actually Facelow's going to get it the stop. No, not going to get the stop on Milo. Squares comes in to get the res. Will this go through? There's the big old bomb. Will go through, and it'll knock Milo back, knock his healers back as well. Jindovic drops the turret to heal himself. Will Fakelow's get the stomp? It's just, we'll have to see if the stomp goes through, and yes, he gets the stomp on Milo. You see, not out of this 15 to 323 rather. It's almost a 100-point lead for who gets carried hard, who have made a massive comeback in this game. Gonna tie it up 1-1. If it continues this way, can Eclipse stop this momentum, or will they have to go back and fight it back on the Battle of Kylo? We'll find out in just a few seconds, guys, as the fight continues. Waterfall being capped by Red Team. That's Snowball getting it. And the mid fight, it's just all who gets carried hard.
As you can see, Mini Snowball is going for that door now. So they're putting the option there. They're trying to put the fear into who gets carried hard. Whether or not they're going to go for the actual Lord, I have no idea whatsoever. It could just be a distraction tactic. It could pull people off from the blue team back to their home, which is what they're doing with the Warrior. Not sure what he's going to do. It looks like the Ranger might be coming up to the Lord.
I think they're going to go for it, man. It looks like they might go for it. They're going to have to push really hard and really fast. They don't have much time at all. The wall goes down. Xerx's going through, as well as Snowball running right up to the Lord. I'm not sure if they have the power to do this yet. They're going to have Nia going to go straight up and defend the Lord. Snowball getting interrupted and caught up and chained down. Looks like Xerx is coming in as well. All spirits are out for him, going straight for the Lord. Can he get the shots up? They've aggroed him. They're going to go in on him. He's dazed, knocked down, and they're gonna keep going in on him. But
it's brave him now.
It's oh my God, will it be over? Oh my Dan.
No, Mini just got down.
No, he rallies just right off that. Will he be able to do it? Blue Lord is at very high health. Xerx not able to get him down. Snowball not able to get him down either. There's just so much going on here, and there's no points for the side of Eclipse going in here. But we'll have to see. Where is the Lord? There he is. He is about 80% health.
Down fast now. It's too late. 497.
Oh, it is too late, and that's gonna be 1-1 now. Who gets carried hard? Doing a great job, man. Coming back in that game.
Wow. Intense.
So they're
intense. Very good. I mean, unfortunately, the Reds just didn't, they didn't get it. They didn't get it all together like at the same time. They got a little bit separated. You could tell they were going to go for it, but they just needed a little less pointage from Blue to just maybe keep that fight going, because they had the burst on the Lord, but it was 100% health for a good percentage of that fight. So when they started to get the damage off on them, they were getting there.
Yeah, man. It was a really great match, though. It was so close for that side of Eclipse. They came so close to tying up 1-1. Who gets carried hard, just able to respond the way they need to, able to get where they needed to go when they needed to be there. And that lower defense was pretty good. It was a last-ditch effort. It was sort of the only way they were going to come back in that game. And they had to take that risk. Unfortunately for them, it didn't pay off. And that's just how the game is played, man. But yeah.
It's good, though. That's why I love that map. You can really switch it round, and you get some good. Like we were very excited there. And I'm sure a lot of the guys in Twitch and chat were just thinking, you know what? I don't know. I'm not sure. They might be able to pull something out of the bag here, But nah, sweet. Yeah. Good job. Good job, teams.
Good job all around. So that's who gets carried hard, taking another ESL Weekly Cup, taking number 4. They took last week, so I'm not mistaken, right? They took 3 as well. We were casting that. We should know this.
Yes.
Hold on, let me just check real fast.
Yes. No.
I'm like 90%. Oh no, Chismo took last week's.
Chismo's last week. Who gets carried hard the last 2 before that?
Yeah. So
this is the 3.
Really good stuff all around, guys. Jeez, it's been
a long day for both of us. We deserve coffee.
Yeah, I think I need a little bit, to be honest. But man, thanks for coming on and replacing Sean very, very last minute. Big ups to Jebro. Go follow him on Twitter. He's at Dan Jeb Dan.
At Jeb Dan.
At Jeb Dan. Go follow this guy. He's great. And look out for all of his stuff as we go forward with this stuff. He'll be on here with me pretty often, I would say. And also,
you're being way too kind, man.
No, I'm not being way too kind. You have deserved all of the praise. I do not give unwarranted praise often. But yeah, guys, thank you for coming out and watching it. There's like 199 of you. That's pretty sick. Just for a weekly cup, and that isn't even our peak, guys. So also go ahead, check out my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Sireph. That's where all the VODs are gonna go in, and they'll be up in a couple hours after I get them all moderated and such. And then also follow me on Twitter at MLG So thank you guys so much for watching. Dan, you got any shout outs?
Shout outs to any of Unity from Aurora Glade. Shout out to Eclipse for getting in there, and with much respect, all the teams for playing, all the ESL casters, Sireph for letting me come on again very last minute, even though I felt like crap is the right word I'm going to use there. And yeah, much respect. Cheers, guys. Possible on Saturday I might be running some streams, so check out my channel. Keep up to date, guys. Follow us all on Twitter. Go to ESL. Go to all our websites. Go to the forums on Guild Wars 2, SPVP events, SPVP Guild Wars 2. Go to Reddit. All this information is ready for you to take inside your body and deliver to the world. Go out and play esports.
Be one with Guild Wars 2 esports, guys. So, guys,
Exactly.
Thanks once again for coming by. We'll be back next week. Same Guild Wars time, same Guild Wars channel. And thanks everyone all around.
Cheers, guys.